Alright, I'm gonna try to sneak a recording in here. Yeah, and I don't have any curse seeds, I think, to play through. So we'll just do a normal run. It's too bad, I've complained about it before, but I do kind of miss that they used to have a few different sections in Monster Train 1. So it's like I could maybe find a curse seed that's not submitted here and there, because there was like a section for most difficult. But as you can see, there's just no variety here. It's like it's always like, I mean, it's even rare to see a Covenant 4 or 2. It's like always Covenant 1 or even 0. It's always like the same set of overpowered mutators, and it's usually Pyre of Dominion or Bogworm's Growth or sometimes Savagery. It's just always just, that's what the people like. I don't blame them, but for the offbeat path, there's nothing for the people like us. So I do hope that eventually they fix that, but maybe the audience is so small for that request that it just doesn't matter. Totally get it. But yeah, we'll just do a, normal run. Alright, we got Primordium. Ooh, Primordium can be fun. Traversal Horde especially, so we're definitely going to Merchant Arms. We know that much. Crucible Horde, not a bad unit to start with. And then Making Morsel. It's okay, I mean, that's better if I end up putting Crucible Warden on like a different floor. Which with Savagery, maybe. Pushback can be tough for Primordium. Holy Feed can be tough for Primordium. Holy Feed used to give a ton of damage shield, and it would wreck Primordium back in the day, in the beta testing days. But yeah, not so bad. Damage shield's definitely weak. We'll still probably, Primordium still doesn't have that good of a answer to that version of Kale necessarily. Alright, I guess we'll just do Stalwart, because there's literally no reason to go aggressive. Maybe they could give aggressive some sort of like an ability or something, where it like eats the floor below it as well or something. I do wish there was a little more interaction between floors to more incentivize multi-floor setups. I do think that maybe, I hope if they ever do a paid DLC, which I'm pretty sure they will, but I think it'd be cool if they did try to play into that a little bit, like keywords that actually keyed off both the triggering of moving between floors, but also, not just shift, but specifically moving between floors, but also the presence of things on different floors. Like if, like maybe like Stomp or something affects the floor below, and Raise affects the floor above. You can come up with better keywords, but you know what I mean. These are not the greatest starting cards. We don't have any consumables, and we already have 0 cost cards other than Plink, which is just bad anyway. But I guess with Mollusk Mage it's usable. I guess we'll take the Tuning Fork. If Tuning Fork also worked on Stewards, it might be a little bit more enticing. Just do that to guarantee Relentless, I guess, and then we'll maybe fit Mollusk Mage on the second floor, perhaps. Nice Plink. I guess we're not getting Collector today. Shout out to Plink for being useful. Could put that in front, but it's, not much point in that. Bye-bye. Entombment Assault, just to get some backline clear. It'll hopefully at least kill a collector. Probably skip unless Titan's Gratitude is happening. I mean, I don't like Titan's Grat as much when you start Forgone Power, because it's just more random discard, but it is a lot of damage, front-loaded damage, which I need, so I guess I'll take it. Now we could go either way here. Crucible Collector with Stalwart Primordium is going to kill any Ring 2 boss, but we don't really have much for the Merchant of Magic, so it's just to the right. Multi and Large Stone. Alright, Multi is really good. We can put that on our guy if that needs to be the guy. And it's looking like that might need to be the guy. I'll definitely take a Morsel Maker. I mean, we got Herzl Horde. We might as well take stuff. Now, I could hold out for like a quick, or just take the Damage Shield 3. Or hold out for another Multi-Strike. So we're not hitting that steel, definitely hitting the arms. I won't need quick or Multi-Strike if I can just get, you know, the right Merchant Arm stuff. Looks like the steel's pretty good, but we probably have a... I don't know that I hit that much Merchant Magic. This Trinkets might look better, so like I'm going to hit that alcove and then the Ring 3 alcove. Those are both chances to hit an upgrade on the Crucible Collector. So I think we just do this. It allows me to survive Ring 1 against Seraph and stuff, so yeah, we'll do that. Could have also put 14 damage on the Morsel Maker, but didn't seem super necessary. Probably should have. I mean, with my thought was like the Merchant Arms coming up. I just want all the gold, even if it's saving only a little bit. But yeah, well, I think if we're starting there, that makes sense. Wow, that's pretty good. I was going to be angry if the thing... Well, okay, we actually got pretty lucky there, but pretty unlucky that we added the Entombment Assault and the Titan's Grat, and it's like we don't draw anything this turn, which would have been really annoying if the Collector didn't spawn specifically at the top. Let's just throw this away. I mean, I could also just kill it and probably just do that, right? There was no reason to play that Vengeful Shard, but I got away with it. Okay, we'll just hit that with that. Man, we got no space, so... Nice big damage. Almost killed him before he got to the floor. Why does my floor keep going down? Anyone explain that one to me? It's funny. I have been playing a lot of runs lately. And it's hard for me to remember which one I record and which one I don't, but I gotta say, Perils has not been useful to me for a long time. There's no real reason it shouldn't be. It's just like, it's pretty much just without fail. It's like not finding holdover. And even if I do, it's like then not getting a spell chain and or not getting any of like void binding or furnace tap, so it's just like, well, even a hold over perils doesn't really help at that point. So I'm actually, I don't know, I'm kind of lower on perils than I've been historically. But I should probably still take it. I think we already said we're probably not hitting that magic, but we could. And then that magic is not necessarily better than this. There's not many good magics. Honestly, because of the lack of quality Merchant of Magic nodes, I look at these magics and I'm like, Stitch and Banner's really not that good at this point. I mean, I already got the... All I would want would be like a Titan Sentry. So if I don't hit specifically that, it's probably a brick. Merchant of Magic is, I don't know, not having much for me unless I take the perils. And then it's still kind of boom or bust. I don't have any good double stacks or anything like that. Don't even have any good consumer moves. Pyre Health, we're going to get Pyre Health here anyway, so we got that. And then it's like, meanwhile, I can just get trinkets that can really help out Primordium or just other stuff, and Alcove could help, and just money. And then over here, it's like the Alcove and money are okay, but I don't know that they're better than, you know, a trinkets, which trinkets are very good, and in this combo, I would say. And then Vortex and Pyre Remains. We may want Pyre Remains there if we leak again, and Vortex is obviously great. And then, yeah, at the final one, I just don't like these Merchant of Magics, so this is a skip. Crypt Builder should be fine. Sucks that it comes with a Calcified Ember, but what are you going to do? We got so much random discard, it should usually play. And I would definitely take the Shard event if it's offered, the one that increases our stats for a very minor amount. Ooh, Glutton's Maw. You know, I have hated on weapons cache in the past, but this is absolutely a weapons cache, for sure. I mean, come on. And obviously we'll deploy that. We'll take a look here. That kind of sucks. Punished. There was no reason for me to buy the room. I should have still bought the thing because I could graft it, but I bought the equipment. But now I'm like, that kind of sucks because, you know, obviously a Fight Club would just be really good too. But I guess I can still use the weapons cache on a different room and just play other crap on it, you know, and then still go with the Fight Club. I think we do that. I mean, it's going to be so powerful to have this Fight Club. So we'll still deploy this. Right now it's just getting the Glutton Maw out. But there will be, you know, stuff in the future for it. Definitely not taking Equalizing Rings, I don't think. There are times it can be good, but I just don't think this is it. Okay, I like this. So, we'll just frontline the Morsel Maker here at the start, I think. So we'll go like this. Morsel Maker will get pushed back. And we'll have you with that. You're going to just get those stats, and we're going to go hog wild. Let's go ahead and just get rid of these for now. Could eat that too, but that would be stupid. Alright, get rid of that. Have the world's worst planks. Good thing we drew Crypt Builder with all of our random discard. This thing's going to have quite a few stats. So he'll push this back. It doesn't really matter at this point. Like, yeah, sure, I'll get my Morsel Maker a bunch of stats. That almost helps me to some degree. Plinks, you stink. Wow, Plinks are so good. Best starter card ever. You know, the tuning fork is so happy to have it. Whatever. Obviously, we're winning this fight, though. I know I could have guaranteed it there, but I just wanted to see if it wanted to play nicely. Save me some clicks. Harness a Titan could be good with Plinks. The problem is Plinks suck, so no. Shroud Mitosis could be okay. I don't know if it's worth adding, and plus it's a Calcified Ember. I just have to wonder if it's a bit win more. You know, obviously it can't be played at the first turn, but once these start getting made, then I can use them. Could use them on another floor. I mean, right now the deck really isn't much. The deck is just get Primordium down, get the equipment in, and then just start eating. And there's not much else to this deck. But I don't know that... So it's not like I'm diluting the deck by adding any of these cards, because the only thing I'm really looking to find is like Crypt Builder and Titan's Grat past that. But are these cards even better than those cards? I don't even know that they are. Maybe Harness a Titan is. Another thing to think is, like, we're pretty certain that we're not hitting Merchant of Magic, so Harness a Titan can be a lot better with, like, a Spell Chain, for example. Spell Chain Holdover. I mean, I've definitely popped Harness a Titan off with that before, but it's, I don't know. Without the upside of having good Merchant of Magic nodes, I don't like the Harness Titan here. Siren Song, I just don't see why I would use that here. And then Shroud Mitosis is the only really consideration. I just think it's kind of win more. I think we just skip these. Okay, I would definitely take a Shadow Eater. We potentially lack the AoE, and that's going to help with that. Morsel Maid we could also take. It's not that good in Monster Train 2, in my opinion, especially because we don't have much morsel generation. I mean, the Plinks just aren't going to make consistent morsels. There's also Colcalia. She's alright, but I think the Shadow Eater is really good. Oh, did they not? Darn. Well, they were playing around with Shadow Eater's thing being an ability, and I really liked it. The idea of that, I guess that never went through, huh? It just is like normal Shadow Eater. It's still good, though. I still might take it. It's not so good into Savagery. I guess my point was, like, it was a pretty good... It could be a pretty good answer to Savagery if its Gorge was an ability, but it's not, so... I mean, I guess it made Feast not that useful of a card. Feast just isn't that useful of a card, but... We would probably take a Feast in this deck, and that would make Shadow Eater even better, though I still have to wonder, like... I mean, the downside with Shadow Eaters, I can't play it on the floor with... You know, I might just want to take a 2-pip unit so that I can play my weapons cache twice. I don't know that I even need to do that though. Like, I only really need the one equipment, and I can like merge it with something else. I think I still like the Shadow Eater because it will give me AoE in fights other than the savagery fight. I guess we just take draw. I'd like to take Pip, but none of the upgrades really make sense currently. Let's put it that way. Alright, Deepwood Oil could be okay. If I get Superfood, it gives me the armor. Teeth of Gold's no good. Lightstone Casing. I still say Teeth of Gold should earn you gold by, like, eating morsels. That would be so much better. Spells, yeah, we're just not hitting, and none of these are good. We'll check this out, I guess. Let's check this first. Alright, definitely we'll flex Superfood. If we don't have Glass Cannon, there's no reason not to flex Superfood. Could do the random equipment. It's the only one that makes sense right now because the Gorge item is way more useful on Primordium. Plus, I want to merge it, so I don't want to like graft it into a unit. It's just, unfortunately, an unnecessary risk, I would say, right now, to just graft a random equipment on a unit. The random graft unit might be better, because then, well, it's not on deployment, though. Yeah, I was going to say, because, I mean, I could get Trample out of this, is the thing about the random graft unit. I could also get Multi-Strike out of it. The rest of them are pretty useless to me. But I don't know. Maybe Animate is just worth it here, because I don't want to accidentally silence Crucible Warden. That could be pretty bad. It may not matter because I'm getting so many stats, but I don't know. That damage shield I feel is going to be pretty useful. And I don't know. Equalizing Rings could be bad. Maybe not horrible because I'll have a lot of health, but it still would be a downgrade on the unit. Pointlessly, right? Sure, sometimes I can get an extra multi-strike or something, but I think we'll go with the random graph unit. I guess, and you can always skip this too. I forget that about that, but yeah, probably just skip this. I don't know. I guess I could take it. I mean, there's some reason to take it into savagery, but yeah, I guess it's maybe worth taking. I don't know. I don't know that it is, but we'll see. So, we are Superfood, so this is useful, and I don't think we reroll because we won't be able to afford anything that comes out. Yeah, it's fine. You know what, though? That does mean my graft unit dies slower, which sucks. I regret taking the unit now, because this is going to just not be useful until the very end, but whatever, it's fine. Could have made a removal there, but I'm just going to hold this gold. Yeah, this is why we take a draw upgrade, right? Alright, you'll go there, you'll go there, you'll go there. Do I put you here? Sure. We will have to think about Ember costs with this potentially, but we'll see. Now that we're Superfood, the sky is the limit for what could be good for this unit. Could just eat this, but nah. I guess I'll put this here. If my deck continues to suck, I may just take a pip upgrade. I don't know. Even a pip upgrade won't make that much sense, though. Alright, we do have this. We can have it. See, it would have died here normally, but now it doesn't die. So that does kind of suck. Alright, at least we got that. Not that it matters that much. I think I'm just going to throw this away. It's fine. Oops, forgot to gorge. I don't think it'll matter, but kind of need to remember to do that. Wasting stats big time. Alright, Entumbra Assault, you earned your keep. Let's see if Plink would have done it, though. Alright, it would not have, so it definitely earned its keep. It's already worth it because we got gold that we wouldn't have otherwise earned. Alright, you're finally gonna die. I mean, the reason for taking a pip upgrade would be so that I can just, you know, get a lot of these cards out of there, but the deck just sucks so much right now that there's not a whole lot of point to doing that. Here, you can, let's see if this hits. Okay. Good job, Plink. Damn. I forgot to gorge pretty much every turn, but I think it'll still be fine. I've got 215 by 2. We should probably remember to, you know, not make that mistake, though, in the future. Shadow Eater did alright here. It killed the floor, at least. Gravel's probably worth it since we have Superfood Primordium. My fear is that it's solving a problem. It's also good with the Shadow Eater. The only fight I'm worried about, though, is Shadow Eater's just not going to work in, but I will take this still. Guardian's Amulet could work. Ice Storm, since I'm not hitting Merchant Magics, I mean, I can always reconvene and say, okay, maybe I will hit Merchant Magics, but, yeah, and if there is a magic to hit, this would be the one. You know, I think a Trinkets and a Vortex is really good, but and the fire health is not too useful for me now, because I'm pretty sure I'm not leaking. And I mean, I could leak on I don't even know what I would leak on. I don't think there's anything I would leak on right now. But so Pyromane's a dead node. We could say that. Alcove is hit or miss, but so is Trinkets. Trinkets has a higher rate of at least being useful to me, though. Like even with my relative miss here, it's still, I don't know, it's some armor. It can help me. It definitely helps with survivability. Merchant of Magic. So Ice Storm could be good with the Mollusk Mage to some degree. I have to wonder if I'm blowing it by not taking it. There's another Calcified Ember. There's also just the Guardian's Amulet, which could be okay. I'm just worried about the sweep. It's really the sweepers are the only thing that's worrying me right now. But I don't think 2 sap really changes anything. I think it's better off just trying to find actual removal, and that's not the removal we're looking for. Titanite. Could put that on the Shadow Eater. Could also Smidge Stone it. Tough thing about Wing Technology is it doesn't really solve anything with the Savagery because there's 3 different sweeping hits. I take care of one of them. It's not good enough. I do have to wonder if, I don't know. And I could also argue Merchant Magic just simply to try to get the Entumbra. Maybe I should have thought about that Harness a Titan more, because I could have Harnessed a Titan just for answers to that sweeper. But yeah, we'll still take this. It'll be positive on gold. I think we can go Titanite and Smidge Stone on it. We got so much gold right now that's just like, sure. Since we're going to hit that final... Oh no, that's not a steel. So we're not hitting any more steels. It'd be pretty expensive to re-roll for Damage Shield 3 right now. I don't know that the Morsel Maker is that important to live. You know, I'll gorge a few times. Could take a Morsel Maker to pair with the Shadow Eater. That seems okay. There's just nothing else actually super worth health ending at the moment. The other thing would be the Glutton's Maw, but I want to merge that thing first. Grovel, I guess. We just take the Morsel Maker. Maybe we can just add 14 damage to this. I should have done it before, but whoops. Stupid me. Let's make our removal too. Get rid of like that. Or probably get rid of a steward as well. I know we have the Merchant of Trinkets coming up, but we're going to be getting big gold here. Alright, that did suck a little bit that I guess we'll not play the Morsel Maker here. Relentless Zealots, because I will remember to eat, I swear. Yeah, I won't be able to play these here. Alright, I remembered that one. That's good. No random discard again with the Crit Builder. What a piece of shit. Kill that guy. This guy's still alive. Wild. Give you a damage shield, because why not? Alright, Plank, let us know. I guess Plank would have got it done there. Guess I could have tried to play these two. Oops, forgot to eat. Here, I can do that. We got the spikes, so we're good up there. See, Shadow Eater's alright. Just unfortunately not going to be good into the one fight we need him to be good in. Alright. Umbra Stone. Definitely going to be the pick here. Unnamed Tome is usually worth adding. It's not really specifically answering many of my problems, but it does hurt savagery somewhat, at least. Alright, yeah, I don't see any reason to go to the Merchant of Magic. We'll just go left here. Volatile Gauge. With this deck, I don't see any reason for it. I mean, Umbra has good hits, but we're too late in the run for me to really care about Volatile Gauge when I don't have anything good for it right now. Pyre Tap we could take. Entering with Lifesteal 2. Technically, I mean, it's alright, but I just don't know that it's actually that relevant to me. Yeah, I really don't see it being that relevant to me. It would stack some Lifesteal, but it doesn't actually matter. I think we just reroll here. Nothing that good here. I mean, the Footstool, I really wish that it... I wish it was that when... It used to work this way, by the way. If you only had one room or one equipment, and you got the equipment that interacts with deployment, so like Dante's Footstool for the room, for example, it used to work on the... If you only had one card and it was deployable, it would work on that card. And I think that's how it should work, but I don't know. Just as a quality of life thing, I know it doesn't necessarily make sense if you're being very strict with the words, but in my opinion, it's like you gotta have a little bit of leeway in a single player game, in my opinion, because there's differences between single player games and multiplayer games, right? Multiplayer games, I would argue, fun is not actually the priority. Fairness kinda is, right? Because you're competing to some degree. So like strict keywording makes sense, or just balancing things toward balance for balance's sake makes sense. But in this case, I think it would definitely make sense just to have Dante's Footstool. The way I would have it interact is basically, okay, if I have a deployable room, sure, it will prioritize using Dante's Footstool effect on a different room, right? That way you can still control what comes out. But if all of your rooms are deployable, then it should then go to the deployable pool if it couldn't find anything in your non-deployable pool. I don't think that is too outlandish of an interaction. I mean, it just makes the thing more fun. Because here's my problem with Footstool. It's like, in most runs, you will find Footstool after you've already or you know, I forget the name of it, but the equivalent equipment artifact. You know, you will find those artifacts most likely after you've already put deployment on whatever your key card is, right? Because if I hit a Merchant of Arms, I'm probably wanting to deploy it. There are some times I won't, but most times I will, especially if I have like Here's a Horde, for example. And then it's just almost guaranteed that this artifact can't hit anything, you know? He'll take the Pyre Stone, though. Basically accomplishes, you know, I still, even with Here's a Horde, I am short on Ember, most likely, especially potentially with what comes in the future. You know, normally you want to remove spells, but we just have no pip, so it's like kind of... And then it's like, I don't know, I guess we remove the Plinks. The random discard's still hitting Crypt Builder. And I would like, if I can get a Titan's Tooth, I would take it. I think with an Umbra Stone we should be fine here. For this one, we probably want to go bottom. Probably put this here. I don't know if I'm... probably just put it here. If I am going to start with that, we might as well. We'll just mute Kale so that I don't have to deal with that. So we're already killing that, so that's fine. Just love tap that then. Could keep this guy alive, but there's really no point. He'll already lose from that, so we'll just put one there. Do I need Emberstone this fight? Hit. I guess so. It'd be nice to play that out, but whatever. It's whatever. We'll just keep this guy alive. Try to hit Kale here. Oops, forgot to eat. Whatever. We don't need spiky skin. Come on. These random discards. It's a good thing I don't need to rely on them. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that the morsel maker... that's an interesting interaction. I didn't think that it would work with that, because... I mean, it makes sense, again, from a strict wording perspective, but I feel like there's... I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure there's examples where the summon keyword is used and it does not interact with, like, morsel makers summoned morsels. Even saying friendly unit, I feel... to some degree, is not matching what I've experienced with some of the stuff there, but whatever. Plink, you're useless, Plink. You really are useless. Whatever. I don't think we've played Crypt Builder once. If we have, I'm not remembering it. Definitely a bit of a fail. Wow, the swore that I really put not any effort into, just half health Kale. Not bad. Could take the Ice Empire. I don't think there's much need. I think we're just going to live with the fact that we're probably going to take a lot of fire damage in this fight, because I'm not going to be able to keep the other floors alive. Oh, you know what? What am I saying? Triggers Gorged and Eaten. The answer has been in front of me this whole time. Glutton's Maw. We'll just take it. I just put that... Wow. People are going to think I'm such an idiot, and they're right. To be fair, they are right. But, yeah, I see it now. So I have the answer to savagery. Just put one of these Glutton's Maws onto Shadow Eater. Boom, headshot. So do I take an Ember upgrade? Because obviously don't need any Ember in deployment. But some of these turns, it certainly would have been nice to have some Ember. But I don't know. I think it's still just draw, isn't it? Not hitting a Merchant of Magic certainly limits what I can do there. I will say this though, if I don't have a good Hellvent, then this magic actually becomes okay. I mean, I'm hit a Vortex, hit the magic. If I don't really need to hit a Merchant of Arms if I'm already hitting this one. So, and like, yeah, I can merge a Glutton's Maw something. It's not even that important at this point. I think we pretty much have the game solved. We have an Umberstone. We have a Shadow Eater that can eat. We have Morsel Makers to feed both floors. I could even put 2 of them with the Shadow Eater if I need to, but yeah, honestly, Hellventing the Morsel Maker makes sense. I think we just take draw. Meat Shield, no. Engine Upgrade, maybe. Put that on the floor that I don't care about. Hall of Mirrors, not really. Hall of Mirrors just doesn't find much play, I feel, right now. It's too hard to work with. There's only specific things it's good with. I could take the engine upgrade and I guess I could deploy it and just put it on the other floor. Seems okay. Yeah. That makes it easier to have taken the draw upgrade that I took. Okay, we can, I can work with this. Yeah, I can work with this. Obviously. Let's merge that with that. And deploy this. I don't think we need to dupe this or anything. We're still guaranteed to get it out. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe I just dupe this Morsel Maker. It's weird, but I think it makes sense. And I could start with Damage Shield. That's not needed since I have other Damage Shield, plus I got this and a bunch of stats. So we'll just go Stalwart. Yeah, we're going to be pretty powerful. And I could even go second floor on some of the other stuff. For this fight, though, for sure, we're just going to set up on the top. We'll set up mid here. Almost fucked that up. 3, that's the one we want there. This is the one we want here. And we'll just throw that there. That's fine. Maybe an Ember upgrade would have still been better. I don't know. Because I can't actually play these out. It's not that important, though. I feel like I just play them. It is kind of important, actually, that I get one of those out. Well, I could have thought it out more, I guess. But I didn't. So, here we are. You know what? Let's do this. That way I get to eat. And we'll do that. Can't use my ability here, unfortunately. But, you know, it is what it is. I still... Oh, I can because I muted them. Nice. Perfect. Remember to eat there. Just throw this away, I guess, and kill one of these. Boom, you gone. And Mollusk Mage plus Entumbra Salt gets it done. We'll eat that. Throw these away. Try for that. Alright. Not even going to give that a chance to lose a 50-50. It hasn't earned the right. Alright, this guy. Let's see. We'll try to get the some damage there. Throw that away. Alright, it's time for you to shine. Yeah, we did it. We played Crypt Builder when we didn't need to, because I had 3 Ember, so it doesn't count, by the way. Sorry, it doesn't count. You don't get to get credit for that one, Crypt Builder, when you would have been able to get played anyway. Alright, let's hit you and YOLO. Hit a 1 out of 3 two times in a row. Let's go. Almost. Not really any point in playing anything here. Yeah, too bad I'm silenced. Alright, they're all dead. Oh no, Morsel Maker. Say it ain't so. Alright, we just need to hit you twice, which we did not. Bastards. Well, there's 7 seal, so it really doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? Here we go. Perfect. There we go. Beautiful. And again, didn't matter because that probably should hit the people below, but whatever. So you're saying there's a chance? Nope. Guess we can do that. Athene will be getting some attack here, but we're not too worried about it. Making up a morsel coming in clutch. We kill that, that's fine, right? And I don't even want to give this the chance to, you know, give him spikes, or give her spikes. Yep. How much multi-strike did I get up to? Oh, I could have got it for free. We could cave in. Here's my thought there. I can start up top where I have the, you know, plus 15 attack room. But then eventually just move down. Yeah, it's okay. If ever there were a time for it, it's now. I like Drain for Dominion. If I do end up taking too much damage, I will be fine. So, I don't know. Maybe left is fine here. I will say I don't think I have great Hellvents at this point. Yeah, I mean, Umberstone just to find it faster, but I can just as easily find Intrinsic on it. I think I would like to find Double Stack and maybe just some cost reductions. Intrinsic would be a big one. Some plus damage. Consumer move on Named Tome would be fine. Yeah, let's go left. I guess we adapt. We adapt to what happens. Ooh, too bad we don't got any incant. Cuddlebeard, too bad we don't really have any use for that. Ember Staff, sure. Wow. I mean, I guess Seaweed's fine. Not the best artifacts. Intrinsic, though. Alright. So, I can Intrinsic the Umbra Stone. Or alternatively, since the first wave has those bastards, I could just do Grovel, which I feel is pretty good too. You know, basically just put the Grovel on Primordium, but then I have 2 immediate things I can gorge with. It's actually best here, I think. And then we'll remove Consume here. Make this cheaper, because we always want to play that for sure. Plus 10 we can put here. probably put it here, actually. I don't even think we need to re-roll. Probably just... Honestly, the crit builder is just not necessary at this point. I think we can make a bunch of removals here. I guess Plink is worse, though, right? Maybe I should be removing Plink more. It is pretty stink. Then again, it does kill the back line, which is alright. Alright. I think we made the right call. Especially considering we got the intrinsic. Right, you go there. You go there. We'll set up bottom here. Put that there. Put this here. I'll get one of these bad boys down here. There you go there. Good to go. Okay. Got a lot of stuff here, so let's go. I guess this still isn't enough to just outright kill this, huh? It's enough to keep this alive, though. I should have put the damage shield here, maybe. I don't know. In my head, I was like, I should have duped this, I guess, and a Glutton's Maw. Even then, it's not enough to kill this. In my head, it was like, oh, I'm eating everything, but it's like, all right, I'm only eating one morsel, so it's not actually necessarily good enough. Okay, this would be good if it could survive, but unfortunately, it cannot. We'll put this up here. Let's see. Let's go there, there. I'm gonna do that there. I probably should have waited on that, but whatever. I really need to kill that piece of fuck. I could draw here. That's not good. Probably just caving in next turn, though, maybe. I don't need this necessarily anymore. They're all dying anyway. I'll put this here. Alright, maybe there's something I can... Now that he's in front, I could technically Titan Scrat it. Or get... Yeah, I could maybe kill it. Losing them is gonna suck. I could just do this, though. I don't really need to play Cave-In, I suppose. Maybe I should just trust in Forgotten Power here, though, because I could save so much power health if I play the Cave-In here. Unfortunately, yeah, I'd have to go quite a ways. Yeah, let's... Here's the problem. If I cave in now, this comes in the back, so then the... you know, you see my conundrum here. I guess I could have played that here to give it armor, but... So, I'm going to try this, just see if it hits. 1 out of 4. bastard fucker. Okay, whatever. Do I care about the mollusk mage? I think we can just throw it away. Oh. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Well, we can draw back to cave in 2 to 3 turns. Can just silence this. And that one still lives, that's fine. Yeah, I guess this is fine to silence. I can block with these. I guess I didn't need to silence those if Mollusk Mage was just gonna live, but... Alright. Silence that. Trying to get to Entumbra Assault. If I got Entumbra Assault, I could kill that. Actually, no, I'd still be short. Oh, whatever. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that. I mean, even with the jankiness, I gotta say Shadow Eater still kind of got it done, right? This is okay. I mean, Morsel Maker's living, so even if I can't take care of that. I suppose we should cave in, though, either way, right? Yeah, there's no reason not to, I suppose. I mean, I'm killing everything here. That's fine. Suppose I could have sapped the multi-striker. I could sap him here, for sure. Still kills the morsels, unfortunately, but what are you gonna do? Put this up here. Oops. Oh, saw caving again. Kind of hard to get flying kills on Seraph. I mean, I got a guy who's striking 9 times at 700 with trample, and that's still not enough, apparently. Alright, we can get you to live. Might as well. Silence that. Let's see if I can kill down here, maybe. How would I go about that? Guess it's a bit of a pipe dream. $669 though, that's pretty cool. Of course we're gonna fight the Titans. You telling me not to take my victory lap? Alright, so probably bottom floor with all this. less the same setup. You'll get that. I'm going to go heavier on attack for this fight. Let's see. You'll utilize that better. I feel for this fight having two of them is better. He actually hit the crit builder, but it didn't really matter there. This guy's gonna have a lot of corruption, but that'll be fine. Put the drain there. Wait. Oh man. I should have put that dude up here. That was a fuck up. Well, I could just go down. If I go down, these still die. Like, I give up some damage there. If I go down, I can't play the Morsel Maker, though. I mean, I still could if I play it top and then cave it in. I think we just have to... Okay, perfect. Bailed out. I do love getting bailed out. Here, let's put this here. You can have that. I guess we're gonna just do that. Yeah, that guy is not really killing me or anything. He's just annoying. Who am I gonna mute? Might as well mute you. I'll still hit this, because who knows, maybe it'll be useful, I don't know. Alright, let's see if we can... Alright, we got that problem resolved. Let's get that out of the way. 1 out of 3. Fail. I can sap that guy, but it's probably better that I just sap up top. This morsel's not doing anything. Alright, you're dead, you're dead. It's just up top now is all that matters. And I don't even want to mute it because that'll just delay my ability to kill it. So they're all dead, that's fine. We'll just mute you guys, I guess? I don't know. Alright, I gorged everywhere. We'll just hit this. certainly not a bad run. I mean, I'm telling you, Umbra is just awesome. I mean, Primordium obviously is awesome, but Umbra just sort of gets it done, it seems. Come on, Crypt Builder. You might have been able to do something there. Accelerate the fight by 1 turn or something. Yeah, I think he would have died this turn had Crypt Builder hit, but that's okay. We'll hit it. Oops. Well, I was going to hit it with that other thing. I guess not. Here. Guess I could have killed it. Maybe still. I didn't see the exact math there. Could have done 15 and then another 8 or something. Alright. Crypt Builder does not get any awards for this run. No awards to any of the random discard elements of this run. They get an F+. They get an FU+. But yeah, Glutton Maw is absolutely cracked. What a card. Still very impressed, though, with the Shadow Eater. He did a lot better than I thought he would once I realized my mistake with the Glutton's Maw. But pretty good unit. Pretty good unit. You see, though, what I mean with like it having the ability. We kind of see what it would look like there. It's pretty nice. Granted, the base ability wouldn't be getting the 15-15, but still, you know, we don't care too much about the 15-15 with Shadow Eater. We're mainly just wanting the AoE component. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about this run. I mean, it was just a very straightforward run from the get-go, for the most part. I don't even remember speculating that long on much. I forgot that I had the Pyro Tap, too. I probably could have made some better turns. Yeah, gosh, I'm so stupid. It's amazing how bad you can be and still win, right? You just have to know a few things. There's a lot of leeway given in this game that somebody like me can still win most of the time. I make so many mistakes. It's just like, man, I have a Pirate. I could have got those Morsel Makers out. All of those, like, deployment, I could have done. It's not like I needed that Pyre health. So, yeah, I'm definitely not the best. But, I don't know. In my defense, if it were a tougher run, maybe I'd think longer about things, you know? Wonder if I should just start doing mutator runs. I mean, I don't care too much about the fact that it wouldn't count toward the streak, because like at a certain point I just don't care anymore about streaking. Like there will always be people with really high streaks, and I just can't play enough to get that high of a number. But yeah, let's see. If I wanted to make a reasonable difficulty increase, because I don't know if I'll be able to really. I mean, I know how to code. I code for work, but it's still a lot of work to like make mods. So maybe a lazier thing I can do is just add some mutators. Arduous Arcana. Big Chungus would be an interesting one. I feel like that would incentivize more multi-floor play, but it would greatly hurt Umbra. Come Prepared could be interesting. It probably is a benefit, though. I find having a fat deck of... most of the cards are good, so it's like... it's got to be positive most of the time. Cursed Treasure, it could be okay. Explosive Personality, maybe. Final Shard could be pretty interesting. I mean, with Vengeful Shards, this becomes quite tough. And obviously it makes certain pyres pretty bad and practically unplayable. I think there'd be too many Ring 1 deaths with Final Shard. And some of them, it's like, it's just a challenge. I mean, I guess we could just do a different challenge each time, right? Come up with some challenges, maybe? I don't know. If you have any challenges you can think of, we got 3 mutators we can use at once. Don't have to use them all, but you could say a specific clan combo too as well. Actually, yeah. I mean, if you have an idea for a challenging run, and it'd be extra points if you can make it follow some sort of a theme, but have it somewhat reasonable, right? Have it not be something where I have to like re-roll a run several times to win. So like I'd be fine with Final Shard. You just have to pick a reasonable clan combo, I think. Or at least a reasonable set of... You can pick positive mutators too, right? To counteract the negative ones. So like, if you want to put Final Shard, just either have a clan combo and pyre in mind that can handle Ring 1, or counteract it with something that could get me through Ring 1 reliably, and then past that maybe be hopefully challenging. Yeah, if you have any ideas, just put them in the comments. I'm always a few days behind on my uploads, but I could eventually get to them if you have any that you'd like to see. I think we could try to inject some extra challenge, or just make things a little interesting, because I don't know. If there's no Cursed Seeds and I'm just doing normal runs, I don't know how long I can keep that interesting. So, yeah, if you have any ideas, I'm all ears. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.